Well, we are still following up on developments around the building that collapsed last Friday. The National Construction Authority on Thursday announced that about 58 buildings around the area where the building collapsed have been earmarked for demolition. A total of 204 buildings around residential areas across Nairobi are also part of the plan by the government. In 2015, the authorities charged with regulation and coordination of construction sectors blamed the rampant collapse of buildings on lack of coordination among regulatory bodies that oversee different segments of the sector. This latest move, though, follows an audit ordered by President Uhuru Kenyatta following the collapse of several buildings last year.
We promised to identify for the residents and the rest of the Kenyans all buildings around in here that are actually unsafe. With me, I have a map of Huruma. At the top, the map shows a river, and the policy in Kenya is any land that is within 30 meters of the river should not be developed. So the ground we're standing on is what we call riparian land. And today we're going to mark any building that is on this riparian land. We start demolition tomorrow. For all those buildings, we'll be evacuating the residents today because this is risky.
Well, CCTV's Robert Nagila is keeping tabs on this story, and he's joining me now with the latest from Huruma in Nairobi. Robert, the demolition of the condemned buildings there was set to begin. What's the latest on that? Huruma is one of Nairobi's poorer suburbs.
Well, Beatrice, I can tell you that the demolitions kicked off about 40 minutes ago. It's been ongoing now for about 40 minutes, as I said. Now they've started, the demolitions themselves are taking place about 200-300 meters from the site where the residential building collapsed 7 days ago. Now, I've just been down there a few minutes ago, and police and government officials are urging any residents still in the buildings to leave the residential buildings immediately. They say that the residents have been given enough time to move, and I also witnessed some government officials actually helping some of these residents to move their belongings out. What we understand is they're set to demolish between 2 and 5 buildings today. We're not sure if they'll get to that number. We had rain early this morning. That also hampered some of the demolition efforts. And the vehicle, the bulldozer, heavy equipment that was supposed to have arrived this morning was also stuck in the traffic as we were. So that process now ongoing. We will keep updating our viewers as to how the operation is going on. Beatrice?
Robert, official reports are putting the death toll at 42. Some 70 people are still missing. We understand at least 4 people were pulled out of the rubble or were rescued on Thursday. What is the latest, though? What do we know about the search and rescue efforts? Where is that now, search and recovery? Where is the latest on that?
Well, Beatrice, last evening and early this morning as well, we had a heavy downpour in this particular area. Now, that hampered some of the rescue efforts that have been ongoing for the last 7 days. However, they have resumed. No survivors have been pulled out today, this morning, but we have seen some body bags being taken away by the police. As we speak, those efforts are still ongoing, but hopes diminishing as to whether more survivors will be found, unless by some miracle, as we witnessed yesterday, where 4 people were pulled out of that debris. But as we speak at the moment, rescue efforts still ongoing, but no survivors have been found as yet today. Beatrice?
All right, Robert Nagila for us there in Huruma in Nairobi.